Nie Bollywood Bashiru Amantana ababe kansa ewa ha sansuso na Benghazi enso ababe kansa Bollywood money
Pacho Medina na wonim na ya bo Medina na jai Bollywood
Aden
Menye Bollywood wa
Onye Bollywood
David Bollywood wa ko
Bollywood friends
your friend Kotogo first Kotogo first
what do you mean to be more
Gonja di
okay
I say
nyame adom na wonso
nyame adom
o chi ya kama pa
sawa
tane boarding
say what shall say ade anchin yo
Dabi ade e fe dey say o kan ana makabone
what's your name efe eboa
na me say bia ne bo be den
nti wan fa san kan wana ye dey wan fa kan wana ye
we nya ne boni mu ana
da che me din che kese be ma etiefo nyina
etiefo joso
din che be ma o producer ene be buy am be to Benga me say I didn't know Benghazi buy an entemsa because as at 850 I made drew her 855 now on Ocha Kunyaswa. What was the issue? And then one done.
So or bantam. So time management there.
You
was all the
hey Mati. We time management mum rest one car and you be cost you my that's Adiachi. Inti yedin check is ma chedem ponyankopon for the life given to us and yedin send check is ma yetifo ya meka se enye yetifo anka yenye hwe yenye bibia wo krom ha omo na mutie and encourages directors what to do, what to say. Sometimes who kasana who kaise what amafo tiewa you are seriously guided by what you say and what not to say. Inti meeting check is metie for nyina new FM producers, new FM management munyina media stakeholders nyina michia munyina meeting check is me search ya Benghazi. I always want to call him the if Mahama wins I'll bet they should pop full of me and Ben me hit maker. Also or the hit pa
Mami mana kwaba.
Nyame adom NDC aba power ye enti ye nye basa 40 or the sotias.
Benghazi.
Nachi.
Boko de.
Adumo no pay de minia Amantana as start mischief name them.
Or say Adomni tactics.
Was starting mischief name them, but anyway I'm not surprised. Was when Amantana here or no propaganda name mischief there or ya dear wo. I don't pay my minche or dache. We say and we interview away and pay take your time kakra. Last week you said down your time papa ntiana and pay me say me drew hano montem. I'm about drew hano montem so Amantana ntiasie. Me fa we fidie kesi so enchia we tiefo ne wahwefuo nyina na minchia yera John Boadu baby a wo bia no ye de nchie mo den ne ye de ma no minchia all the aspirants honum ayo honum adwene se honum etu omo ho esi honum na nkoma baba ye flag bearer of the party chie mo sonko emfama impenufo honum di kan nyina kese na modu emfama era Dr. Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia mimi jidi se oje franka na okosi akan de man ya ebeboa ye because o hwe the way anuama ekwa that is see ano ekuro no mu bibia nkoso ewokuro ma ha bibia nkoso wokuro ma ha no ache bibia NDC for ko fire o mokoji tumi no ebeya omomfo made nkonkomo mo because untumi ntiase hawa amamefo etumi kase president Akufo Addo time na sebe enuma mu kura beye din no na nkofo to ade na enda dollar no aba form no petrol aba form anka sebe o anka se dwadie ekoso enuoma nyina tumi koso wo man ni mu no ufa bebia obia se omo ntɔhwe ukodwoma amamefo e complain bitterly to President Mahama de yenim no bebia okokoji ni tumi odi aba bedi yeso amabetena ye maame sunsum bi abetena ye maame no mo so wo dwuma omo mboa ye maame no mo ntɔ made no saa sunsum no onhwe no mfo made nkomo mo because me no kasa hwi ni hono ma ekoso wo kurum ha no dollar above form petrol above form enso enyoma nyina empenu amamefo kodwuma sebe omonto ade
ho na me pese e de share here now the video circulating nkrofo se krafu no ebi de gupo bot mu kra de yi apa years o Mahama waya ade fu e bo so atinti ebi de begu fom now o se fu e bo abafom agreed dollar bo abafom
dollar abafom
but I was normal bo okosoro e
de ne akosoro tiemi enuoma de obi so obi abeka kire se enuoma bia akosoro last week me ka kire se ade a amankofo ho anyehe o mo kakra eye mo ene oil ene me no ka sei wonu ma omoye shitokra omoye shito etumi ka kire me se ginger bo aye dendende mo muntumi nto ginger jeni bo aye dendende mo muntumi nto jeni tomatoes boy dendende mo muntumi nto tomatoes
because seasonal
inkosua sebi Ghana for the whole world obi anim se ye penkosua no dache enne kosua kura no bo akosoro enso dollar aba fom ebro sebi ebro bo abasoro
osi kosua bo akosoro
me ka kire wo dache president akufo ado time na crate 55 time na nnuamo mo aye dia na dollar no wosoro enne crate ba ko ye 70 cedis ebi kura ton 75 80 Ghana me boa obie wo time ni tuma me dia se me betena me ntwantro obie wo time ni dituma o me ka kire wo
ese kosua bo na akosoro
me ka kire wo se president akufo ado time na ye 55 na akosoro no sa time na dollar no wosoro no akosoro kura na e wo 65 and na dollar muma ba form no and na muma dollar ba form no and then kosua crate 70 Ghana and na me no ka say insuo sachet one pack to say high school no money adia anka president akufo ado time na anka enenam 8 Ghana cedis no and then me no ka say insuo pack 10 bi no kura ton 11 cedis that's it enti sabi o president Mahama hemfa no kofa ya wakofa susuma ba betena ye maame no muso a wonu mu kodwoma obi ankonkotɔhwe
anya Ghana fo na nkasa ne yedi e ho abro
ye obi andi abro tie ne me kan ye president ye na famu de oye na famu de ye nyina ye hu se enuoma sabi o dollar akofom fuel prices akofom anka say reflect where your daily lives ni your daily pocket mu ene me bia wo line ni tuma me say mo na ya amokɔ aprobo mo start mu shows na ya mo ye na mo de come market mo bi say dwadifo ema o mo wo makola ene ye dwom ni dwom okodo me market ha ye kura ene type for market won mo na ade ko bi say ma me no say this time mo ko mo ton ade ko bi so mo
yentohwe is it not because of January yes January
December kura bronya tie me ma ka se me chiro December kura me no kasa ni December anka nya de bia December na edwadifo nya omusika amamefo so o man tohwe amamefo ne se o man tohwe wodwom enti bia president Mahama okoji ni tumi a sabe o me no kasa asofo obi ni mahu no muso musuro so mbeba beka se sunsum edura na dwoa sunsum bi eninam yedwom amamefo amene mo kasa muntie ne ye wo wo dwa wo sedwa ewo makola wo sedwa ewo domi market wo sedwa ewo any of the market Madina bebia wo bia wo tie mi bia no asofo bi no mahu se omo se e bo 12 anadwoa omo hu se sunsum ninam yedwom
mo ye de odwom
enam sunsum na mi omo hu wo sunsum na mo ka kire mi se omo nam dwom a kire so omo be kodwa no ho saa bebe tu no ma fi hono mo eko enti edura no pa na uye obi a sebe ompa ebomo nya den on kai o bible ye on fa o Quran serious en frɛ Allah sunsum fia mo kokɔgye ye ma mo wini tumi ne hu so
you don't have any evidence
that that asofo a sebe dache asofo a mumuni akukuduro emma bontene meka ne mo hu wo sunsum mu se edura na jo asunsum bi enenam ye maame no ye market a ye digwane ade no abra ne o manyina eneme na o kase dache eba ne se na fuel aba foma nkofo queue ebi see that president Akufo at the time and ube kokwa na nkofo gina kwa ho kofo gina kwa ho peka akufie
the transport union for the nkomo asem omo kan ye one the fast omo cars ne bi ho a asai e call workshop e kwan ne bi so traffic e ho nti se de bi aka no be kwa abantem na ya na bi na akwan ahodo nso a asai ne ade
enye nu ntia no yeto aba no enye nu ntia no yeto aba
na se enfa one day pen fix
na ntisisi ano onye bibi ne yehu e oba e won say why o ye road bi
enye roads ne
roads be na o ye roads be enfa ka kire me baba akoma me enfa
na se we pokwase de ye mo ye
pokwase na pokwase anya Akufo at the time no mo
ene ti oba ye nko nya nto
oba ye omotia contractor ne ka den na wo ka no
ana me se anka oba ye nko nya nto ana
oba ye ono ankasa no mu hindie na wa ye ene wonam kroma ayi ekwan da kire hanom nya obetumi di akọ baby di baby ekire hanom na omo frɛ ho bɔhyɛ ufi transition anka damu atu pokwase enso abro ni beyi nti omo nye sa akwan no kwɔhyɛ nkɔfo omo yusu sa akwan na
oba how many years
oba onko nya 2 years anya 4 years na yɛde ama no
na nye afi na wanya 1 year
na wanya 1 year obeye bibia nka mo nye dem pa na omo ye 1 year ne dem
na do buy 1 year oye den
na do buy 1 year no omo ye ebi ni
oye den
enuoma bebree kwa
ekwan be na oye ni 1 year
na do buy enuoma oye ye bebree kwa o share hospitals ni ade osisi ye twa
kwan oye
yes masre amantua ma ye nsoso enuoma bi so na me kamasema me kan ne se baby omo koji tumi na omo fa nko na omo maye ma amenu ndi omo dwa nkofo nkoto omo nneoma na this time the mama nneoma mu aye yidodo anka this is the time eso omo take credit wama bibia aba fam enso ma ye ntonkofo nneoma because of baby akofa ya odi koji tumi na mo tuma ye nka
mo start from me mo nyanto wase ma me we open the phone lines but yes see ya misra mo friend mo nyanto wase enfa ma me amantana the reduction of fuel prices and the fuel to say is a single digit and I read a story say ukupiemu ewo nimaron about your friend saying Goil filling station or pani kohwe it was a nice obia baba fuel but people ask the question fuel boakofum dollar is down yes still the way omo pese enoma buo no eba form no it is not what is happening
actually I think all the time in veterinary research I always want to be fair to listeners in the sense that maybe a now can say a B and now can say a B and with all these issues that are happening I heard him say Ghana we have a habit of normal increase cost raw.
Yeah, and so
how to bring it down is always a problem. No matter the economic management. But near me then say, and then Benghazi knows that inflation has dropped from 54% to 5.4% in this country. Near me then know. On him say the price of $1 as compared to NPP time, and then it has drastically gone down. And then he knows that the price of fuel has drastically gone down. And anytime on veterinary radio station and TV stations, they affirm, they confirm, in fact, they accept the fact that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a better manager when it comes to issues of Ghana. While managing Ghana chain, Dr. Bawumia being the management economic team leader. While managing Ghana chain by Dr. Bawumia. We're even struggling to reduce the price of fuel. We're struggling to reduce the price of the dollar. The inflation that they say 54 no, they were struggling to reduce it. but under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And I'm surprised why they believe in figures. Yet when it comes to the real situation, almost say no correct.
But Amantana, fuel is down.
Maybe that
fuel is down.
Oh, yes,
dollar is down. The your friend saying inflation in here down.
I'm telling you, maybe
how is it not reflecting in the system?
But you accept the fact that the NDC has not concocted any figures when it comes to issues of fuel. It's rare that are reducing. When it comes to issues of dollar, it's rare. I didn't agree with you on most of the things, but now I am silent. All those things are reducing, and you and I know that those things are reduced. The only issue is myself and you not being committed. The Ghanaian person is also reducing the transport fares, also reducing. But in any case at all, those who are the market, I will not come and sit down here and how do you call it? How do you say it? Good. There are some people in the market who are planning to reduce the price of their goods, and we salute them, we thank them. For that your man's work that they have accepted the fact that a president and a friend, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, were bought on mine way were reducing Yoma, and they want to support the reset agenda. That the market woman has accepted, say, will reduce the price of the price of the rice. The price of oil will reduce it. Let with nipa esa onu eduano no ton no onu so be reduce it nsa no. I mean obe increase nsa no. Ama boys anya bi adi amen. That is why we are seeking and asking from the people. Our moto eduano no. And then me no say the price of a maize bag are 1,200 Ghana cedis if you go to places like Upper West. Today it has been reduced to 400 Ghana cedis.
A bag of maize.
A bag of maize. When you go to Upper West, I haven't asked of one in Accra here, but say Accra says 600 Ghana cedis even in Accra here. There's a drastic change. If 1,200 are standing about 600 Ghana cedis even in Accra, half has been taken away. Our concern now is the farmers. That's our concern now. Because I said, in Nyoma Bua conform to the extent that the farmer is not getting a lot of revenue. That's what we are looking at now. That is where we are looking at to solve issues of that area. Yeah, but propaganda. Last week, Benghazi and Kasa Binesu say, "Oh, Ampa, or propaganda." So when he's doing propaganda, it doesn't surprise me anymore. But we all know that when it comes to issues of pricing in this country, and yet His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and yet Vice President now no Pukwajima, and yet Honorable Dr. Otto Forsen. But Yanka say Timamufono, and the MP say other than that, the Ghana we know has been reset by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the price of all items are going down. Look, as yesterday, for instance, the transport minister met with the GPRTU transport associations, and something drastically will be done. Now, as we speak, about 313 buses or so will be brought to this country, and that's to come and support the GPRTU, to come and support our transport system. Railway. Do you know that somewhere around Western region, when President Mahama was leaving office, somewhere 2016 or free office, there was a railway project. No more to home. Takrady good. That it will support commuters and also be able to transport mineral resources
from Takwa to airport.
You know what the MPP did? Omoba power. That railway they are supposed to be paying because Sikano Bar government now government yibi ama almost a far away no for tofu. They came and transferred all the workers. They wanted to spoil the railway sector For good 8 years, MPP never touched the railway sector.
Oh, and I said, and no more year in Pakadine.
And I make catcher or say, Takra did no Hodian and DNA. They were leaving it to rot. And don't forget, it was an agenda His Excellency John Dramani started before 2016 election. And in case someone ban, they have to continue it and support it. Look, all these leaders have been to abroad before. All these leaders. His Excellency John Dramani has been there before. President Akufo-Addo, they have been there before. They know the arbitrary transport system, the way it works. So they know what and what to put in place to make sure that we have had the opportunity to travel. We have seen railway sector. We've seen other countries, their transport sectors. And what President Mahama has started now is the best for this country. And now I was watching TV3. But say from Tema Ediko Afienya, they are now using a railway. They are using that railway system.
That is the railway to Mpakadine.
Good, that place. Which means they are putting it into proper use, and so people are now benefiting from it. People now prefer even using the railway more than even the Trotskys and taxis. You see people now going to park their cars at the railway station and taking train to work because traffic situations railway has no traffic situations in this country. So look, President Mahama is sending us to the right direction. A banner of my President Mahama is being perfect as compared to the timer na President Akufo-Addo ne Nneoma Ekoso country. Nneoma bought it so this country we know.
But send him they can be so no. Was it no money Akufo? Well, we all agree. But the reflection of the prices in the pocket of the ordinary Ghanaian. No?
So Nneoma Akufo.
If you were Akufo, for example, your friends a transportation, so and so the ordinary Ghanaian is still feeling the.
And so that is why you see there's always a step somebody needs to take. That is why the Minister of Transport has met with the transport associations.
And we should be anticipating a reduction of.
Certainly, we should be anticipating. And I wouldn't say, Yaya Sunede. Look, first in Ghana, in the history of Ghana, I remember who said. Task force be a boat truck driver and in the mate and a Ghana for who could social media Ghana for you supporting task force are called book mates and the driver and these Ghanaian people are supporting and can human rights abuse was sorry giddy you're abusing somebody's right and come on sorry but are you hearing it because the people of Ghana now knows that President Mahama but those people who are supposed to do it say a cost smooth money they are not doing it.
But that's it.
So the reflection is that now the Ghanaian citizen has no sympathy for the truck driver and the mate because idea so reduce Emma Ejinaya who toy no almost reduce.
But that's it.
But I'm happy that the Minister of Transport is working tirelessly.
Message will say good morning, bro. I'm watching you live. Tell Benghazi to stop what he's doing. Prices of onion has gone down drastically. There are so many traders who are praising JM for this. Ghanaians are happy with the reduction of prices. I don't know where our friends from the MPP buy their things. That's where Akowa Dennis.
Akowa Dennis NDC. I know Akowa Dennis.
Before he lands on that,
Akowa Dennis is a serious NDC member.
You see this December. Look, December why December said when we went to Makwala, the fire service has to even go and spray water on people because of the nature of the Nipa dense. So what are you talking about? If you tell me that and your man told you, look, what on your way? I'm challenging you people to end this discussion. I'm challenging you people. New FM maybe new TFM.
Our listeners will do the justice because they are in the market
and do it yourself. Benghazi. And then many way you are able to also contribute the price a work room.
Prices. Yes.
Me say, Adena. Oh, you bani a bet na hanum ni cancer ma. Mama ye nya abotre na ye nkyerɛkyerɛ mu. ensema mantana kani nyina no
me pacho munya ntobuase be bie phone lines no nti munya ntobuase ma me madawo ma me bie phone lines ne enche bia
NDC fo no ma frɛ o musia oyifo ni nyina so o mo frɛ MPP fo bi o mu tie mi bia ana Ghana ni bia o tie mi ba hold on Ghana ni bia wo so wo tie mi a wonim sa asɛm a me kan ye no korɛ sebi o enuoma dollar ba form fuel prices above form and so enuoma still boa sura na ekɔ no utie mi a omu bie line no tuma frɛ ne ka no korɛ ne sɛ ne be ya ye be ma mpanimfo ate amanta na ba betena hanomi amanta na wo aban mu ne timamfo ka no na ɛsɛ wo gina wo de kɔ na akɔka kyerɛ mpanimfo o frɛ president Mahama sisi a president Mahama befa na waka kyerɛ ne sɛ this is what is going on ground. Oh, adia ba ko ma president bebre failing ne say omo gatekeepers no omo the different reports and e de ko omo ko na ma akoye praise singing enso na ne e wo form e so omo ma president no hu no omo nye me no kasa sisi a bel akwa active a yetna trotro ma ye nyina ye tumi to no president Akufo-Addo time na bel akwa active e 4 cities 50 pesos bisame why bisame ask me why dollar na ba forma belakwa active equal cities 50 pesos. Now see omoko UCC your man misa NDC for penifo one of the UCC students and misa NDC penifo omoko economic forum or hono. So until I see why President Akufo-Addo time and can nyoma boya de no mum no san not dollar no was no prices no mum was down and no mama nyoma mum dollar ni ade ni nyina ba form no and nyoma ekosoro and in any case that's Bloomberg no more predicted say 2025-2026. If you COVID ho nyoma ni ade ma wiase ni ye di ni nyina yare e ba ye e ma wiase ye di ni nyina no nyoma be start say e ba form. President Akufo-Addo time mama na me pesa me kiro say President Mahama wasa. Ye ka so obi a wasa President Mahama. Adentia na me ka say President Mahama asa. President Mahama oba ye yare bia ntun se wiase so mebo a. Yare bia ba. Then pan is who kwan say sisi ame no ka say dollar per barrel $59.
Crude near $59.
Yes. Inti bisame say above 50 President Akufo-Addo time now you 118 TME 100 times 2 $118 per barrel and then crude above from on world market prices the beer yasia fanenina and it is selling at $59 per barrel. It's then a President Mahama time ya yare bia mba wiase so ahotire bia nko ba bia na world market prices of fuel nyina aba from still Ghana for and can say fuel on pa yetono it should have been cheaper. It should have been cheaper. And can say by liter, and can send to me top 1 liter bear 4 cities 70 pesos. And I bear 3 cities 50 pesos per liter. Because also international prices now of crude, it is now $59 per barrel. Which will be a President Akufo-Addo time. Now, if you see now, 1 barrel was selling at $118 per barrel. And when you're 59, I'm going to say, and who so he doesn't even know how to manage the economy. And then you can't get some of the 2 nurses need teachers for car or more pump and destabilize the dollar. No, you can't most my anchor. What pencil the beer from and some coffee and coffee queue at the fat rot buses. Yango, Bubro, Nankofofa Ubani boat ni Yangwa. They complain all the time. Into the pan and this for by your Maya Amagana for your home high. Oh, and somebody walk on ma, as a mantana, oh my car. And no my question, and your fit. President Awaba Kunyaswa, if Yasia Fanina, no man in our buffer, and so still, Yamutre, and no my boss ran a cosso. Na chese nyakupo na yi Akufo-Addo ma ya brand new mamu ye di wo wiase afana nyina you can imagine sanka President Mahama na nke wo ye sa time na anka de wi anka new ma beko President Akufo-Addo ane obia e ka no ho asem body no ene me no wo ka say nyakupo na yi President Akufo-Addo e de ma ye because President Akufo-Addo time ye to fuel on the international market price $118 per barrel. Na President Mahama time bibia ekoso wo wiase afa na nyina atorenchem bi ambaye bibia ekoso na yeto crude at $59 per barrel. Osimembo nsema nsema na membo ma enu produce crop no hu so wama nneoma nyina aboa ye den nneoma soro na ekọ musuma yenka oh enti dache se ubie wo line tuma Ghanaians should tell us how na President Akufo-Addo time ana dollar no worth 14 cedis to $1 no na nkofo tumi to create 55 Ghana cedis and then dollar no eya here anope check interbank rate mami e wo BOG
interbank rate
akosura ba 1070
yeah and
every 11 cedis kura sameboa and so and then nkofo to nkosua create 70 Ghana. What is this economics? What is this economics? Amantana, you and I have been to university. So where is this coming from?
And is buying at 10 cedi 83 pesos.
83 pesos and 11 cedis meboa. And so why is it that the ordinary Ghanaian eco market or koton kusuya creator or turn 70 Ghana cedis to 71 Ghana cedis?
So
I yes,
and kusuya creator in Jawantara my more time then.
No, Amantana me oh not that me I'm just make us 5 minutes today. What is going on?
I mean 2 minutes.
Ubia line tuma bisa Ghana for why President Akufo-Addo time na dollar 14 Ghana cedis meboa is to the dollar and so na nkofo to insuo sachet baako 8 Ghana cedis and the dollar na perform and now no pay what check interbank rate or Bank of Ghana for website o catch them say 10 cedis 83 pesos and so na me Andrew so come dey me koton so o ma catch them say 10 cedis bi kura turn 11 cedis wo baby. What is happening? What is happening in this country?
Insuo 10 cedis.
Insuo 10 cedis sachet. Vortica na sabi Akufo-Addo time and na nneoma e was through no. Dollar no was through no. Na Vortic you turn 3 cedis and then you turn 4 cedis 50 pesos. What is happening? What is happening? Auntie me enka. I'm begging all of you Ghana for. Say NDC foi omo ye bibi papa. Mo na mo kwoto aba no. Omo ba ye ewiase afa na nyina yare bi amba ye ahokyere bi amba ba bia international market prices ni nyina fuel prices ni nyina international market e wo form this is the lowest in the world's history barrel etumi aba 59
per barrel.
But
just repeat it back.
And America just say the prices of the commodities now wo bubono. I am not preview because maybe I'm in Congo.
Me say, what do you maybe atum?
Make justice to your friends and the prices of commodity, no. But call us now. Give me 5 minutes. After 5 minutes now, after your
that's it. Me no can say. Prices of goods and services me patrol. Dollar above form, fuel above form. Tell me why I buying. I say Akula Oko University. Your matun school fees 25%.
Me that's it.
That's it. Emma, I will forward to me to young Kulanu school fees at the university level. What is happening?
Leadership. Leadership includes visionary. Obi or vision. Obi or focus. Obi or Timika say, okay, a same way is likely to happen in the near future. And so let's avert it. That's part of leadership.
Yes.
Now, we knew that crude oil, we don't determine the price of crude oil. You and I know. That is why we said that we have to put certain money somewhere. So that in case that crude oil prices cost too much, we will use those monies to subsidize the amount of fuel. That was the ESLA in those things. Now, there was a government that came and saw that those monies were supposed to be kept down for future anticipations. That was why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama did as the president. Very visionary. Very, very, very brilliant visionary leader.
So what are you saying?
Now, before buyer, instead of them to maintain it, to keep that extra, President Akufo-Addo say, Ghana ye osika, ye tika so ne come there. That was true. We had money in this country. When he came, Sa extra sika na nke so ode boa ma fuel bo. Sata na crude oil bo e cost no. Ana nke se press Akufo-Addo e boa e de sa extra fan no it me reduce and subsidize the price of fuel in this country. You know what he did? Or they go hire private jets.
Wow, look at this propaganda.
Please.
How can you say this?
When we were talking, I was here.
How can you say this?
Oh, please.
Proof when?
At the expense of the
proof when him
proof when?
I mean, it's my two metie for.
Don't do that. You see, that Mami come and say.
Won't you bring us all?
I don't know if you been on the call have a private jet.
Omodi ya work for jail.
Enye Ghana sika na Modi ko hire private jet no. At the bottom sika. Ana press Akufo-Addo bottom sika. It is Ghanaians' coffers. And nobody can hire.
But it wasn't the Esla levy that was used.
If they did not use those monies to go and hire a private jet, they could use that to support the fuel prices. True of us. A government determined what to use the money for. That is why the government decided to say, oh,
I was buying per barrel $118 at the international market.
So I am telling you that yet two Obama a particular party say Omedi Amaimwa. That particular government, your coffee in amount say budget. Who does the budgeting? Was it NDC that was doing the budgeting as a then? It was MPP that was doing the budgeting under President Akufo-Addo. You decided that you budget Sikaku P and your friends private jet. That was your decision, right? At the expense of the suffering Ghanaians, we couldn't buy fuel at that point in time. You just resorted to using those monies to say more they could hire private jets. You see,
private jet I
Pacho.
Now will buy one for private jet.
Pacho.
Or buy one for private jet.
Guys, you don't do this.
But you agree with me.
One for private jet.
The world market price when it comes to crude.
That is why I'm saying that is visionary. Open and you're a leader. There are some of the qualities of a leader. You having the vision, being able to think ahead of yourself.
So meaning says a kosura, price is not kosura. You will be able to subsidize. Is that what you mean?
And say, if the price of fuel cost and there's an amount of money is still your money, they can be able to subsidize it.
What's some ben okay? Mathematics ben
please.
No, I'm not mathematics ben No, but you see, that is what I'm saying.
I don't know. Bengazi has a problem with the truth. Anytime.
No, but much better on here.
You have said yours. Let me also say.
What market prices are above from? Also, discard to so.
And I am telling you.
What market prices now? In this barrels need in above from. Only one city crash hands one pay.
We can help.
That was the one.
Was one of the facts that we could use our monies to support this, to subsidize the price of fuel in this country. It is only visionary leaders. Who say there's a possibility that crude oil prices may cost. And I've heard a lot of it. As at that time, that you are talking about. You see, I've heard a lot of their communicators talking about this thing. And that crude oil prices are above from. Yes. And that is why it has been reduced. Today, I want to ask them, do they know the purpose for the Exla? You don't know the purpose of it. That was to use to subsidize fuel prices in this country. Mobile, private jets. So if we have accepted that the best Ghana for now, Muslim be called private jet, and then you are coming to blame us.
But the admissibility that fuel was what because crude oil are the world market.
Yes, we admit it. And you see, let me tell you something. In this country, one of the things young politicians name the politics for Chroma is that we don't have the control of crude oil prices in this country. I mean, in abroad. You know that. We know that. We all know that.
Admitted.
You understand?
Yes.
So once the price of crude oil prices go up, normally fuel prices is supposed to go up.
Yes.
That is why, as a government, do you know the meaning of a government? You are there to solve problems. That is why, as a government, you ask yourself, what do you do to help the people of your country? Now we say, okay. The NDC resorted to establishing Esla fund. Say emphasis all the time. Esla never talk.
But as we speak, and I may be that question says, Esla that's all. If the world market price begins to shoot up,
yes, that is when Esla come in.
Exactly. You ask yourself, say, what is the purpose of the Esla fund? Has the purpose of the Esla fund changed? As a sign. So no,
and I'm or diverted topic. No. No, it doesn't add up.
So if we know that the price, the Esla is meant to do A, That's exactly what the
That's it.
But I say,
look,
that's it.
that misappropriation of funds. Sika
That's it.
what they call GG loans, somebody high private jets.
but I say,
The NDC government says no.
That's
and
We are going to use that
that's
to
it.
support the people of
that
this
was
country.
my main focus.
That's it. Mr. We basic economics. Paper to me.
My main
Basic
What
economics.
I say,
World market prices.
form.
Aba form. Internet say expect say anka four prices nyina so be dey. Eba form. Na ba bia aduru no. Aba form. Akufo ado time na e wo soro. TMO na e was soro, but he was able to subsidize it for us. And no crap on here complaining about. Hello.